Hi, everyone. This is Wendy Dew with the Environmental Protection Agency. Wish we could be meeting in person, but I know everyone's at home right now, so I thought we'd go through a fun little presentation about everything you can do to help protect the environment. I'm going to share my screen right now so that everybody can see our cool presentation. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about all the things that you can do every day to help protect the environment. All right, first of all, one of the things that you can do that's really easy to help save energy every day is to turn off the lights when they're not being used. This is really, really important and can save a lot of energy. There's some schools that have a really cool program that when teachers accidentally leave lights on, they actually have light monitors that walk through the halls, and if the teacher does leave their lights on, the light monitors give them a ticket. So you could actually do that at home too. You could give your family members tickets for leaving the lights on when they're not using them. That'd be kind of fun, huh? All right, another thing that we can do to really help protect the environment is unplug items when we're not using them. I wonder if anybody out there knows what an energy vampire is. An energy vampire is something that's using energy when it's not doing anything. Some of the most important energy vampires out there are toaster ovens. So when you're making toast, of course, you need to have your toaster plugged in. But when you're not making toast, which is the majority of the time, if you're leaving your toaster plugged in, it's actually still using energy. Another big important one is a cell phone charger. Who's got a cell phone? I've got one. I think lots of folks have one. Most families have lots of cell phones. So what you can do is you can plug all your cell phones into a surge protector that you can turn off and on as needed. So when you're not charging anything, you can actually turn it off. That's a great way to help save energy. So unplug those phone chargers when they're not charging the phone. Another great thing to do to save energy is to not stand there with the refrigerator door open. I know we're all guilty of it. I do it. But it's something that really uses a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to keep our food cold. So we want to think about what we want in the refrigerator before we open the fridge door. We can think about if we want milk or juice and decide on that, and then close the door as soon as we're done looking. Another big one is brushing your teeth. Who brushed their teeth this morning? Hopefully everybody. So brushing your teeth and turning the water off when you brush your teeth actually saves a lot of water. So this is a really important one we teach everybody about. So when you are brushing your teeth, everybody pretend brush. Brush, brush, brush. Make sure you've got the water turned off. That's really important. That can save up a lot of water. And we live in the Rocky Mountains and Plains, which means it's kind of dry out here. We need to be really smart about how we're using water. Another great one is you can take a short shower instead of a bath. That also saves lots of water. But if you really like taking a bath, you don't need to fill the tub all the way up. You can fill it up to just like a quarter, and that's enough. Especially for little kids, we don't really need a lot of water when we're taking a bath. But again, a short shower saves a lot of water. Another thing that we can do, which is really important, is we can use both sides of our paper. We can reuse items over and over again, like a tin can. We can use it to store pencils or scissors. We can reuse grocery bags. We can use reusable grocery bags over and over and over again. Those are great when going to the grocery store with mom and dad. When we're giving a gift, we can also use a reusable gift box or a reusable gift bag. That way, when you give somebody a gift, they can reuse that box to give somebody else a gift later. We can also recycle everything that we can and learn about recycling in our local area. Another great thing we can do is compost. Who knows what compost is? How many folks out there know what compost is? Compost is really cool when you mix dirt with worms. The worms will and put cool food scraps in there and other things like dried leaves or leaves that have fallen on the ground. Any kind of organic material, the worms will eat that up, chew it up, and make new soil for us so that we can plant new things, which is really cool. Composting is a great way to deal with food scraps, much better than having food scraps go to the landfill. Compost is a great option. If you don't have a compost bin at home, this might be a great time to start one. All right, here's a really big important one. I want everybody to listen carefully. This is a big one. Wasted food. Almost 40% of the food that is generated for us in this country is wasted. That's a lot of food, guys. So there's a lot of things that we can do to help prevent food waste. When we're wasting food, we're not just wasting food, we're wasting money. That's a lot. So imagine if I gave you $100 and said, go to the grocery store, but on the way, throw $40 in the trash can. That's a lot of waste going on. We're wasting water to grow food and water animals, the energy to keep the food cold, to transport the food, to heat the food up. That's a lot of things that we're wasting. What about all the hard work our farmers put in from growing and making food for us? So what can we do to not waste food? That's a big environmental problem here in this country. We can save food for later. If we can't finish our portions, we can save it for later. We can ask for a smaller portion if we're not that hungry. We can share food with a family member or a friend. If we have like a big bowl of mac and cheese and you can't eat it all, you can share it with a sibling maybe. And you can donate uneaten food as well. That's important. There's lots of folks in the world that don't have enough to eat. So what we want to do is to not waste food, and that's a really great way to help protect the environment. All right, so this was kind of a quick overview of all the cool things that you can do to help protect the environment. Hope you guys are doing well and everybody's staying safe, and hopefully we'll all see each other soon at the next event. Take care and happy Earth Day.